Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. I am Ganesh Naik. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help CFA and FRM students to clear the exam in the first attempt. And today I'm back with one of my video in which one of my student is going to share her journey of clearing the FRM level 1 exam. So today we have with us Samartha. She has been able to clear the FRM level 1 exam in July 2021 in her first attempt primarily. And what we're going to be doing now, the discussion about her journey, her process, what all challenges she faced in the entire preparation for the exam, and what happened on the day of the exam. Okay, so thank you, Samartha. Thank you very much for joining in and taking out time for today's discussion. Perfect. And so let us start with the Q&A. So the first question, which I generally ask to all the students primarily, is that when they started preparing their FRM part, or they decided to go for FRM, what were they doing? What was their status?
So first of all, I am a bachelor's in economics from Lady Shriram College, Delhi University. I passed out in 2015, and then in 2017, I completed my master's in economics from Delhi School of Economics. So post that, I've been working within Indian Bank. I lead the risk analytics division of the data science and analytics group, and I cover credit risk, market risk, and operational risk related analytics.
Okay.
So this is what broadly this is what my work profile is. So when I joined this profile, my managers, they encouraged me that I should get my FRM degree, because this will give me so this will help me stand out in the crowd of all the risk professionals. I'll be able to get something new on the plate because of my background in economics also, and then a degree in FRM would be a really good mix. So that is where I got the encouragement that I should do it.
Okay.
Then I've been looking for some where I could take my FRM classes, because it is so since I am a team lead, so it is actually very difficult given that we have 9-10 hours of hectic work schedule. So I thought of joining a coaching class which would help me in understanding the content. Maybe because if I have to read it at the first go, it will take some more time. But if I get some kind of help, maybe in terms of notes, explanation of the concepts which were there in book 3 and 4, which were very new to me. So I checked out some classes in the internet, and I found about Fintelligence. So that is so I joined in the month of January. So the batch had already started in December. So I joined in the month of Jan. So that is where I joined Fintelligence.
Yeah. Perfect. And so, like the discussion that the introduction that you gave, so primarily what I can also understand, and to further reiteration of the audience, that you had some building blocks for the book 2, which is quantitative analysis, because of your work profile, your economics profile. But new to book 3 and book 4, that is where the major challenge was. Now, when you started the preparation, you joined the class and all, but what was your own self preparation? Because in the classes, obviously, there'll be certain time where we will interact, but the major struggle would be to keep on studying on a daily basis. So what was your way of preparing? How many hours on a daily basis you were dedicating from January onwards?
So sir, when I first joined in January, so that was kind of a little slack time for us in the organization. So I could spend around in the weekends. So I used to study for around 8 to 10 hours, but in the weekdays it was really not possible for me. So I always tried that maybe 1 hour before I started my work in the morning is what I had planned, but sometimes it worked and sometimes it did not. So that is what I had planned. And so first I started with book 2, because since I had a very strong hold of statistics and econometrics, I could finish book 2 in a matter of 10-12 days, and I was able to solve the question bank also with great ease. So that is where I think I had a plus point. And then I completed book 1. So book 1 is what basically had the theoretical chapters. And I believe that we have to read the chapters multiple times in order
Right.
to grasp it in our mind. So book one was something that I made a point that I read at least 4-5 pages every day, so that I'm seeing the content, I'm seeing the questions and concepts. So this is how I had planned for book one. But book 3 and 4, it was a mix. So you will be only able to solve the questions of book 3 and 4 if you understand the concept.
Yes.
It is so you just cannot mug it up and then solve the question. So that is where book 3 and 4 took a lot of time for me. I had to devote a lot of time, especially in book 3. So because concepts were completely new to me, so I had to pretty much read book 3 and 4. If not book 4, then book 3. I think two times or 3 times I had to read each of these chapters.
Okay.
And watch the lectures. But book 4 was not that difficult because of the work profile. Since I was already aware about credit risk, operational risk, so that did not take much time, I would say. But yeah, book 3 took a lot of time.
Okay.
Yes.
So you started with your strength. You focused on book 2, you completed, it gave you a lot of confidence. And then you focused on the weakness that you felt, okay, I might have to dedicate a lot of time. Now, in this entire journey, because you're also a working professional, so was there a time period where you could not study properly, say few weeks,
Yes.
few months,
So
because of the work profile?
yes, sir. So I think so that was in the month of April, where I could not study. Only thing that I did was attending your classes over the weekend. And that too, I could not prepare for it beforehand. I used to just attend the online lectures, and I used to be very attentive at that time because that was the only time I could understand the concept because of the paucity of time. So yeah, so in the April month, we had to make some regulatory submissions for the bank, and I did not have time. So it was around 30 days time. I did not prepare much like the way I used to.
So was it difficult to start again after that gap, or what happened?
I think yes, it took maybe 1-2 days for me to get back into the mode. And one thing I would like to say is that before the exam, I had taken so for the 15 days before the exams, I had studied like 10 to, I mean, more than that, 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours. So yeah, so that is what I think helped me a lot. And I parallelly solved the question banks also. Because
at the end.
No, sir, it was not once again. I mean, it was for the first time. Maybe for some chapters I had done for the core chapters, important chapters, but there were some chapters that I could not even touch it during the first 5 months. So it was only before the exam, once I read the chapter, I looked into the question bank. So actually that helped me, kind of create an image of the concepts in my brain. So I think solving questions is really important because be it in the backside of Kaplan or GARP, the questions, I mean, so the difficulty level in Fintelligence was a notch higher, I would say, is what is there in the backside of Kaplan or GARP maybe. Yeah, so that I think helped me a lot.
Okay, perfect. And so primarily, when did you complete your one full reading of the book?
So I think, sir, one full reading I had completed somewhere around mid-May, I would say.
Okay.
I completed around mid-May, and then there were again some ups and downs because of the work, and yeah, so there was some discontinuity also, but I think towards the end I managed it.
And just one more question, I forgot to ask you at the start. So, how many years of gap was this proper study from your masters?
So, sir, this was 3.5 years. So I completed 4 years in July, and I started in Jan. So it's 3.5 years.
So basically, after MBA, you had a gap of 3.5 years in terms of your study, and then you kickstart. So okay.
Yeah.
So, but and you were still, because you were in the same profile, you were able to relate to statistics part.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, with respect to question bank solving, okay.
Yes.
When you were solving on your own, So
Yes.
were you giving proper time to that question? That means 30 minutes, sorry, 60 minutes, 30 question, you will do it at one go, and then you will look at the answer, or you were going one by one? What was your strategy?
So, sir, I picked up one chapter. Once I completed the chapter, once I was very much confident, I opened the test and I
Okay.
gave it at one go. So, and then I think we also get to see what was our score. So, I basically, once I had completed book 2, I
Mhm.
started with book 3 and 4 because that is where the main content lies. That's what I felt. So, one by one, I did, and I saw my performance, and I still remember there was some one chapter in which I did not perform well, so I had attempted twice also. But then for the
Okay.
second time when I gave, I had to again read the chapter because I felt that there was a lot of disconnect, because of which I could not score
Somewhere.
well in the
Okay.
first attempt.
But
Yes.
whenever you were giving the quiz, you were giving it in a proper way. That means the way
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
get in the exam, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And with respect to the last 1 month of the before the exam, okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
what were you doing on that at that point in time?
So, sir, so my exam was on 21st July. So ideally, 1 month is 21st June. But again, in the month of June, we had some critical actionables for the
Okay.
bank. So again, which means till July 5th, I was occupied with it. But I was still studying, maybe one chapter per day of book 3 and 4. I was still going through so that I don't lose touch or
So
something. So once, uh, so I think before exactly 15 days before my exam, that is where I started become focused. So
okay,
that
okay.
is,
And how many
I
mock
did again.
okay, how many mock papers were you able to solve before the exam?
I solved 2 mock papers of the Fintelligence question bank and 2 GAR past year GAR papers. That is
2020 and
what.
2021.
Yes.
Okay. But I think so those two were kind of similar in terms of the content.
But sir,
2020.
that is what that
I
is
know
what
it's
I
actually
could do.
similar. That is what the institute has been doing. They
Yes.
have been changing the numbers and
Yes.
giving it.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you went for the exam, okay, that 4 hours. Now, I want to understand what happened in that 4 hours. Was there any
Yes. Yes.
period of panicness during that point? How do you start? Do you start on the first question, or do you start from the last? When you felt a difficult question, how you dealt with it? Were you able to complete entire 100 questions in that part, 100 in that 4 hours or not? What happened in that 4 hours?
So sir, when I first started the exam, yes, there was some kind of nervousness maybe in the first 5 minutes. And I think in the first hour, my speed was relatively slow because if you see, we have to complete 100 questions in 4 hours. It is nearly around 2.5 minutes per
Yes.
question. I think I just solved 20 questions in the first hour.
Okay.
So I thought that I'm going a bit slow with that, and then I picked up pace in the second hour once, and after the second hour, I had nearly completed around 55 questions, I would say. So
Okay.
I think I was more or less in line. But then towards the end, there were some questions which needed like a lot of calculation. Let's say if we had to calculate binomial using binomial trees, if we had to calculate the value of the option.
Right.
So even though the question is of 1 mark, but it will involve significant calculation. So what I did was I flagged those questions because I knew how to solve them, but since they would take much time, I just finished one round of answering the questions till the 100th question. I
Okay.
just saw which one I can answer maybe by just looking at the question, or which question would require some time for me to think. So in that way, I from 50th question till 100th question, I had seen one round of it, like which question represents what.
Okay.
And then I picked up those questions which I know I can do it, though it would take some time. I picked up those questions. So, and then towards the last, for the remaining were those questions for which I had to think.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so that is why
So
is how I
total out of
yeah.
100, how many questions you were confident or you did it properly?
So I think I did around some 75 questions. I mean, completely. I mean, I was very confident, but somehow I did not score 75. I scored 61.
Okay.
So yeah.
And the rest 25, you took the calculated guess and primarily you
Yes, sir.
decided well.
Yes, sir. That was a calculated guess. Absolutely. Yes.
And the score that you had was 61 out at the end of the exam.
Yes.
Now, when you
Yes, sir.
looked at that score, what was the first
Yeah.
thought that came to your mind?
So first thought was maybe I'll not clear the exam because the past trend
Okay.
shows that you have to be somewhere around 65, 70. So I had some apprehensions, but when I saw the quartile results, I was really happy because I'd scored quartile 1 in all the 4 sections.
Right.
So,
Primarily because of the book-wise bifurcation in terms of the 61
yes, sir.
score was really good.
Yes, sir.
And also
Yeah.
major questions were theory in the exam.
Yes, sir. I would say major questions were very much conceptual. So one needs to have a very strong hold on the concepts. And we had around some 20 questions that needed some calculation.
And those were easy, 20 questions.
Yes, sir. They were easy. So I think there were 5 questions which talked about the CAPM chapter 5 of the first book and arbitrage pricing theory. So
okay. So primarily it was heavy theory and the questions were big and you took a lot of time to read the question also to understand what they're trying to.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you have to just read the question with a lot of patience because there's a lot of information hidden. So and the options also, they were not very different from each other. So one had to read the option.
Tricky, primarily tricky. So
yes, sir.
Now suppose tomorrow a student comes to you and asks you for a quick tips for FRM exams. So what would be the top 3 things you would share?
So first I would say just be very confident on what content you have prepared. I mean, you should be able to at least answer those questions coming from those chapters. You have to be very much confident. First thing I would say that. And so I had conversed with a lot of people who had difficulty in doing book 2, maybe because of their background. So one thing again is one has to see the background basically. So if someone is coming from statistics, might find book 2 easy, but 3 and 4 difficult. If someone maybe is coming from a commerce background or would have a chartered accountant or degree or whatever, then they might find book 3 and 4 easy and book 2 difficult.
Right.
So one has to decide at the very beginning that which chapters do you find difficult, and if you find that they're difficult, you should devote more time, I would say. So
right.
And I personally don't vouch that one should look at the book and just keep on studying whole day. I don't think that is fruitful. Whatever time you should devote, you should make the best out of it. That is what I would suggest to everyone.
Okay.
Whatever time one is studying, you should study with full focus, undivided attention.
Okay.
So then only one can make the best out of it. Because this is my recommendation as a working professional. But if we discuss with students or college goers, so they do have relatively more time than working professionals, and they can do things maybe at a little ease, but yeah, for professionals it is difficult, I would say.
No,
it is a challenge.
It is challenging, but major, this has been my experience that major people, they cannot clear I'm talking about working professionals, they cannot clear because they are not consistent in their preparation and they are not able to manage the time with their office, and that is the major thing. Or else they know the stuff, they know concepts also, they have been working in a similar kind of field. Only challenge is consistency and preparing it like an exam. That makes a big difference.
Yes.
Perfect. So one last question, sorry. So once the result was out, your family, friends, people around you, they came to know about it. What was the reaction? How people?
Sir, all of them were very happy. Like I would also like to thank my line managers. So specifically 2 line managers who were very supportive, and they were really happy about it. And yeah, and even my practice side is also very happy. So my
Perfect.
family also. I am looking forward to writing the level 2 in May. Let's hope I get time for that.
Yes, you will,
So
and you'll clear that in the flow itself. And next year we'll have one more interview of yours with respect to level 2, your experience of clearing level 2. Yes, I'm very sure about it. And thank you very much, Samatha. And this was a wonderful interview, and this is definitely going to help the audience and the students who are going to watch this video in the future of how to prepare for the exam and how a working professional can also go ahead and clear the exam. One thing I really liked about the way you said that you focus primarily on the strengths first, you got the confidence and you move towards. So how you deal with the curriculum is also very important, and that you will have to find your own way, because I might
yes,
find something easy or you might find something else easy. So definitely this discussion is going to be very helpful. Thank you very much once again for taking out time and giving your valuable suggestions and feedbacks and understanding to the audience and the community. Thank you very much, Samantha.
sir, I would also like to thank you for your guidance. Like because it was during one chat that we had, you had only suggested that why don't you finish book 2 because you are very
There
much
is that.
confident.
Yes.
Yes,
That
definitely,
primarily
sir.
because of the stats background. I thought that you would clear, because see,
Yes,
I tell a lot of people a lot of things, but it is up to them to follow, and you followed it and you got the result. That
yes,
makes a big difference. Ultimately you have to
yes,
fight and you have to do that at the, because you manage the 4 hours exam also. So that makes a big
yes,
difference. And I think so a lot of people, even with the guidance also, they cannot clear because of their XYZ reason, but you were able to do it, so that is wonderful. And I wish you success for the next level also, and also for the future in your career. Thank you, Samartha.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.